Hi guys, so I've had a lot on my mind for the past few days, but I wanted to actually make a video about this, and it's probably going to be a long video. So this is basically one of those like videos where you just, I guess, hang out with me if you want to hang out with me, and I'm not going to edit this or anything, I'm just going to post it. Hopefully it's not that long, but I did have a lot of thoughts in my mind, and because I live alone, I don't have anybody to share this with, so I'm just gonna make a video. So like I'm like talking to people, but I'm still alone, whatever. Anyway, and it's gonna be, I guess I'll title it something like social media is overwhelming or something along the lines, because that's what I'm gonna be talking about today. So first of all, I wanted to say that I came to think of it yesterday, and I'm like naming off all of the things, all the ways that you can contact me, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, there's a lot of fucking ways that I have communication with people, and it just got so overwhelming. I had 4 different Facebook accounts, I had a Last.fm account, I have Instagram, Snapchat, I'm on a site called Goodreads, which is like a book reading social media site, I have a YouTube, you know what I mean, and that doesn't even count all the traditional ways you can contact me. Like back in the 80s and 90s, you had you could just call people, which people forget. Like there's something so simple as calling and physically writing letters. Those are like the 2 traditional ways to contact people. That's 2 ways already. And plus, I have an iPhone, so there's emailing and texting and FaceTiming and all these different ways of communication. And since I recently broke up with my boyfriend, I would have like these crazy nights on Facebook, where, on like Messenger, where you could see like when's the last time they were on, and breakups are not easy. There's a lot of like bad days involved, and anxiety involved, and anger and depression and hurt and all these things, and I'm sure on both parties too. I'm not just talking about me. And I feel like you can literally drive yourself like into insanity, like nights where you like message the person something either really nasty or even if it's not nasty, even if it's just like pouring your heart out to them, I feel like you can really drive yourself crazy, like sitting there like on Messenger, like, oh, they were on an hour ago, that means they saw it, you know what I mean, but they're not responding, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like with all these different forms of technology, you could drive yourself literally into a psych ward. And my depression, like I said, it would hit me around like 8, 9 o'clock at night, because I would distract myself throughout the day. I don't know if anybody could tell, but I'm losing weight. I currently weigh 120 pounds. I went from 125.6 to 120 already. So that's how much I currently weigh, and I am just so distracted that I'm not really eating that much. I'm walking, and I'm really focusing on my reading and writing and working out, looking for a job. So I'm very busy throughout the day. But like I said, when 8, 9 o'clock at night hits, that's usually when the depression and loneliness really start to kick in. I came to terms with it the other day, and I'm like counting on my hand. I'm like, whoa, like there's so many different forms of communication. I'm like, it's very overwhelming. I'm like, I need to just detach myself. I need to, I just can't be on all these different forums and things like that. So I deleted all my Facebook. So I didn't delete them because you can always like reactivate it. So I deactivated it for now, just to give myself peace of mind, and I deactivated my Last.fm account because Last.fm is cool and all, but it's just not that useful to me anyway. So I'm like, why do I even have that? Like, what? So anyway, plus like not many people use Last.fm anymore. I had like 1 follower on there. So like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's like cool to see like your personal record of music, but I was like, you know what? At first I was gonna delete Goodreads and Last.fm, but I actually genuinely enjoy Goodreads. So I was like, you know what, I'll just pick one, and Last.fm chose to be the one I deactivated. Plus, I deactivated my Last.fm and all my Facebooks. I kept Instagram up for nostalgia purposes, which is, I'm thinking of deactivating it because, I don't know, like, somebody that I really cared about, I think they blocked me on it, so I'm like, you know what, I can't even, like, deal with that right now. So, but I love pictures, so I just kept it on there for nostalgia purposes. I still have Snapchat because Laura, which is one of my best friends in the world, we've been friends since like 6th grade, so me and her talk on Snapchat, you know, and I still have like texting, you know, and I still have like an iPhone and email, and of course, like if people want to physically write me letters, like I'll always appreciate that because then I could physically save it. So even getting rid of all the forms I got rid of, like, of communication, I'm like, I still have a lot, you know, like I still have Goodreads, I still have Snapchat, still have Instagram, I still have texting, calling, and like physical writing, you know, like if you personally know me and you want to write me a letter to communicate, you know what I mean? That's 6 different forms of communication. You know, that's still a lot. That's still too many for even me. That's why I'm still like contemplating. I'm like, Instagram, like, and Reddit. I'm like, not Reddit, Goodreads. I'm like, why do I have to enjoy Goodreads? Like, I want to get rid of it. But yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about why I deactivated stuff, and you know, I'll probably be back because Facebook is like still addicting to an extent, you know, like there's positive things about it too, so I like dry mouth when talking, plus I'm like kind of nervous to talk about this. But yeah, so, yeah, just, I guess, in a way, like, social media and stuff could be a little bit toxic. So I just needed to let go of some things for now. And I wanted to focus on me, you know, like, I feel like, you know, I care so much, you know, about how everybody else is doing, you know, like, you know, like my family and stuff. I'm like, oh, like, what could I do to make you happy? Like, you know, like, what could I do? Like, you know, I always think about this, and I had to take a step back and be like, you know what? I need to really focus on myself. You know, I need to do things that make me happy, because I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like sometimes people take advantage of, like, my kindness, you know, like, I feel like they're just so wrapped up in them that it's like, oh, like, me, and it's like, okay, like, I care so much about you, and, you know, it's great that you care about yourself, but, like, you know, I'm like, you know what, I think I have to do the same thing, like, I have to focus on me and do what makes me happy, and making videos makes me happy, and writing makes me happy, and reading makes me happy, and working out, like, physically, you know, like, I walk, like, every morning. I'm always, like, walking, and those things make me happy, of course. The things, you know, of course, you know, I have struggles, and I feel like everybody, you know, everybody's going through their struggles, but I really need to just worry about me, and Facebook and a lot of those sites were just, you know what I mean, if you focus on them too much, especially when you're upset and depressed and, like, you're really missing somebody, it's hard, and, you know, it could, you know, at least me, you know, I'm like, I'm gonna go crazy. So I needed to detach myself. It was just very overwhelming having, like, all these different forms of communication. I was like, I need to just declutter some of it, and, you know, just live, you know, like, kind of detached from some things. You know, and I'm not saying, like, Facebook's a bad site and Last.fm's a bad site. you know, like the great sites, you know, like it's great, you know, to an extent. You can like keep in touch and you can see what music people are listening to and you can see what your friends are doing and your family's doing, you know, and it's great. Just for me personally right now, it's just very overwhelming and I needed to detach myself for a little bit. But yeah, so if anybody, I don't know if anybody feels this way, always feel free to comment or message me and I will get back to you. I remember yesterday I was going through comments on YouTube, and I was responding to comments from like 2 years ago. I was just like on there like, ooh, like I never got back to these people. Like, you know, even like my ex, like I was like, when we, you know, were really like getting along and like, you know, like he like would comment on videos from like a year ago, and I remember I would just click the like button or I wouldn't like comment at all, and I would just reply to him like via Messenger. And yesterday I just like went through all the comments and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna reply to all of them, like whatever, just to make sure I like, you know, reply, because I love being active on YouTube. It's very fun for me. But yeah, so I know it sounds stupid, like, oh my god, like, I feel like a crazy person, like, 2 years later, and I'm, like, responding to, like, someone's comment. But yeah, no, so I was just, like, replying, and, you know, and I don't know if I mentioned, but YouTube, too, that's another form of, like, communication. Like, I'm on here, and like I said, like, this and Goodreads are positive outlets for me, because I love reading, and I love making videos, so I won't get rid of those sites. But, like, Instagram, like, you know, like I haven't even posted a picture on there in like almost a month. So, you know, that's like, I might just get rid of that. But anyway, but yeah, so, oh, and I didn't even mention, like, you know, I also, other outlets for me are, like, I love, like, doing makeup and doing my hair and stuff. So those are definitely, like, other outlets, too, that I love doing. So I have a bunch of things to keep me entertained and happy. You know, I don't mind living alone, you know, I don't mind being alone, but I'm the type of person that I need, I just wish, like, somebody was, like, there with me for times that I do get lonely, but that's, like, I guess a whole nother thing. I should have put that in my struggle with depression video, which I might have, but I don't know if I did or not. But yeah, no, so I have this videos all over the place, but I definitely wanted to make sure, because I did want to do a video about social media and how it could be overwhelming. But, you know, of course, like, this is, like, fun for me. You know, I guess, like, pick and choose what's fun for you and, like, stick to those sites. And for me, it's YouTube and Goodreads and, you know, like I said, like, nobody calls people anymore and nobody writes like physical letters anymore, and I'm like, sometimes I wish I could just go back to like really simple things like that, you know, like, I don't know. And my best friend uses Snapchat, Laura, my friend Laura, so I kind of just have Snapchat, just she messages me on there, so I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, no, so I don't have that many people that I talk to. I kind of just have 5 or 6 very close family members, and then Laura right now, she's the only, so yeah, those are like the only people that are really in my life right now, and they're helping me get through a lot, and I really appreciate them for helping me get through these tough times, because, you know, life is tough and every day is a struggle. You know, me personally, I kind of look at life as, you know, kind of like a battle. Like, every day is like a battle, you know, especially when, you know, you don't have a lot of money and stuff. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. You know, like, you know, I have 2 cats and I have an apartment and I have a source of income, and I'm very thankful for those things. And, you know, just, I'm very thankful, and I do appreciate that. Even, like, to have, like, a bottle of water right now, I'm very thankful for all of those things. But, just, you know, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. You know, that's the way my brain works. I just think of, like, a lot of mornings, like, I get up and I'm like, you know, I feel like when you don't have a lot of money, it is kind of like a battle, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's like, oh, how am I gonna eat today? You know what I mean? Like, you have to, like, figure out ways to survive the day, you know? And of course, there's, like, you know, there's points in the day where I'm like, I just pet my cat, and I'm like, that is so relaxing. Just, like, you know, like, having my cats, like, they're very important to me. You know, animals are very important, you know, like dogs, they're companions. I wish I had a dog. Hopefully one day I can afford to get a dog, because they, you know, I love dogs. That's why therapy dogs are a thing, and they have, like, service animals. Animals are very important, and I'm very thankful for them. And there are things in my life that I really enjoy, but overall, life is a battle, you know? And I kind of just take it day by day, and I wake up that day and I'm like, well, what am I going to do today to survive the day? I'm like, I'm going to go for a walk. And when I go for a walk, I'm so happy and so at peace going for that walk. It is very relaxing for me, you know. But then I come home and I'm like, you know, so you don't drive yourself insane. You're like, okay, like, what's the next thing that I'm gonna do? What is the next happiness outlet? And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna work on my writing, or okay, I'm gonna read, or I'm gonna make a video, or I'm gonna put my makeup on, you know. And at the end of the day, depression hits a little bit, and I feel like that's the hardest time for me to try to fight it. You know, and a lot of people turn to drugs and alcohol, and I'm no innocent saint when it comes to that. You know, everybody has their breaking point, and I don't judge people for turning, you know, to drugs and alcohol. You know, I'm like, if just, you know what I mean? If that helps you get through it, then that's what helps you get through it. You know, like, there are some nights where it helps me get through it. So yeah. I just wanted to leave it at that, but I did want to make this video. I feel like it was very important for me to make this video, and I am not trying to offend anybody or hurt anybody or insult anybody. This is just, a lot of my videos, I pour out my heart, you know, like most of my videos, unless it's like a joke video or I'm like out having fun. But videos like this, everything I'm saying, it comes from the heart and it comes from my soul. And I want to get my thoughts out there. Even if one person watches this and gets something from it, that'll be, you know, I'll be happy. Anyway, well, I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm going to go on my walk. I already did a walk, but I'm going to go on another walk, because they're very therapeutic for me. Anyway, okay, so I know this video got a little sad at points, but I hope everybody has a good day, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.